Hey there guys, it's Tina and I'm back. And it's been a little while. I told you guys in my last video, which was my comeback video, that I was going on a business trip and it was going to be Thanksgiving. So the next video would have been a little bit delayed, but here we are. I am doing a get ready with me video. I'm not really doing much. I'm using some products that existed in my collection before, some newer products. I'm just chatting with you guys, trying to get myself back into the swing of things, the swing of recording again, because it can be a little bit awkward when you just come back after not filming for a while. So I'm trying to get the hang of things. So this video is kind of nonsensical. There's nothing to it. I'm just getting ready, chatting with you guys, and putting on makeup. So if you're interested in hanging out with me for a little bit and just chatting about nothingness, let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright guys, so as usual, we're starting off with a clean, freshly washed face. Oh my god, when was the last time I said that? 6 months ago. No, 7. Almost 8 months ago. Wow. Starting off, alright, clean, freshly washed face. I don't even know what to talk about, honestly. But I'm getting ready to go to my niece's birthday party. Listen, you guys. All right, first of all, thank you so much for your kind comments on my last video, which was my first video back. I really appreciate the welcome that I got. You guys, y'all are the best, which is why I said, you know what? I can't just leave. I need to come back. For real, because you guys are amazing. But a couple of you made a comment about my nose. Y'all were like, yeah, we knew from the minute you turned the camera on, you were pregnant because you have the pregnancy nose. And I'm like, oh my God, I didn't expect it. I didn't really expect the pregnancy nose to really hit me so soon, but it did. And I'm like, I mean, it's not huge, for real, but I looked at the last video I did before that video, and then I compared the two, and I'm like, ooh, yeah, definitely got the pregnancy nose. So and it's not bad. It's like your face changes, and they said it's because there's additional blood flow in your body because you're like doing a whole thing, but there's like additional blood flow, so your extremities, everything. They ain't lie. It's supposed to go down after birth, but like, y'all clocked me. I can't with y'all. But I'm gonna start from the toppy top and do my brows. So let me apply my eyeshadow primer. You know what she is. She's the Urban Decay Anti-Aging Primer Potion. Tried and true. There's certain products that I'm not even on the hunt anymore for a replacement. They're just tried and true holy grails. Remember when we used to say holy grails? These are holy grails. They will never be replaced. They're my favorites. They're just the top of the top, okay? Urban Decay Anti-Aging Primer Potion is one of them, except I hate the new packaging with the doe foot. This one is old. It's probably expired. It even smells a little expired. So it still has that little nozzle, the little point. I hope they bring that back because that was really good. I don't know why they changed it because that little doe foot, I mean, I understand for convenience. You have the little doe foot. You can dip it in and apply it to your eyes and whatever. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. So, primer on. While that sets in place, I'm going to go in with my Victoria Beckham by Augustinus Bader. So apparently Augustinus Bader, let me not tell a lie, Augustinus Bader is a skincare brand. Oh, you spell August. Lord of mercy. Lord August. Well, how it gonna now? Come now? Yeah. So they're a skincare brand, and apparently Victoria Beckham had done a collaboration with them at some point. And so when she started her own brand, she did like this moisturizer with them. It's a moisturizer primer, so it has skincare benefits because let me pronounce it right, Augustinus Bader is a skincare brand, and then, you know, Victoria Beckham is doing her beauty brand. So this is a cell rejuvenating priming moisturizer. So it's an illuminating complexion cream. This is the original formula. They also have a golden, which I happen to have, but I think that may be expired. But I picked this up because of, who is it? Let me tell you about pregnancy brain. It's real. I just get foggy. I don't know what's going on. Let me tell you who recommended it to me. It was Tom, right? Hot Mess Tom. Hot Mess Tom. I met them in Palm Springs. You see my little Palm Springs shirt? So we went to Palm Springs in September for Creators and Friends. That was the second trip this year. And I think it is the last trip that I'm going to make with that group. One, because life's about to really change. So I'm not going to have the time. I don't have the time. I told them at least a year off. I'm not going to be able to, but I wanted to make that last trip before things got real, even though I was told not to travel. Girl, them they want to put me upon bed rest. Can you imagine? Because they're like, you're old. This is a geriatric pregnancy. No, I had, I said I didn't really want to make this a whole baby channel and a whole, you know, pregnancy thing, but this is what life has been. So I had, see, I don't remember now. It's something placenta. It's a P word. Placenta previa. That's what it is. I ended up going to the ER the day before the trip. Or was it the day before? Yeah, it was the day before, the Sunday, right? Because I had spotting. TMI, yeah, I know. But I had spotting and I was like, hold on now. Before I go on this trip, let me make sure it's nothing crazy. So they did all the testing, did the ultrasounds, whatever. And they told me I had placenta previa, which is where the placenta is close to or over the cervix. So it can cause bleeding of the placenta because now it's over the cervix. It's exposed to all kinds of stuff, you know, movement and things. So, girl, them tell me, oh yeah, placenta previa. And they don't recommend I travel because it's high risk. I can't bleed out. What you mean? What you mean? But they're like, it's not over the placenta. We're hopeful it's gonna move, you know? It's gonna shift out of the way as your uterus expands. So it's not that it's shifting out of the way necessarily. It's just that your uterus expands. And remember, it's attached to your uterus, the placenta. So as the uterus expands, it kind of shifts away, right? Quite fine place to go. And they're like, we recommend you don't travel. And then they're like, yeah, go to your OB tomorrow. No, so I left on Tuesday, right? So we were supposed to get there on Tuesday. This was Sunday at the ER. They were like, all right, go to your OB on Monday and see what them say. So I'm gonna go to OB and the OB's like, yeah, we don't recommend you travel at all. It's too risky. Girl, nope. I'm going. Took myself up and I went. I said, no. Everybody in my family was like, no, don't go. You know, it's too high risk, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, this is the last makeup trip I'm going on. It is the last makeup trip I'm going to have a chance to go on for a while. I have been locked up in the house. Hold on. Oh, the cap fell off. I'm going to be locked up in the house. This is the Make Beauty brow pencil, by the way, the Blade line. The shade I use is Cool Brown. It's just the best. Again, kind of another holy grail, but I switch between pencils. I have different pencils that I love. But yeah, so them tell me, so, oh, don't travel, I should actually be on bed rest, like literal bed rest. If it gets worse, then I will have to be on bed rest. Y'all know what bed rest is? You need to lay down for the rest of the time. You need to be in bed. No, girl. No, because you don't want to end up in a situation where you disrupt. Oh God, hold on, the camera's gonna shift. Are we good? So all my stuff is in this drawer that's next to the camera. Somebody made a comment too about She was watching the video and she wanted to straighten the painting so bad. Here's the thing, the painting straight. I did the level, I have the whole thing, the laser, not the laser level, but you know the look of level to show you if it's straight. Mounted properly. It's mounted properly. It is straight. You see, it's in line with the, you see, it's straight. However, the camera is not straight. So I've been trying to like tilt the camera so it's straight, but it's on my desk. It's kind of back. The whole setup kind of weird. I still try to straighten it, but the painting isn't off center, okay? The painting's straight. It's just the camera is off. So they were like, yeah, you can end up rupturing the placenta and bleed out. So if you lift anything heavy, if you do too much movement, you can rupture the placenta and bleed out because it's a whole organ. It's a whole organ that your body just generated and you can bleed out. What you mean? But it was very light spotting. It was very light spotting, which is why I wasn't worried. I wasn't actively bleeding. And because I was looking at the ultrasound, right? Not that I'm a doctor or a medical professional, but I was like, all right, where is this placenta? Where is my cervix? It's not that, it's like on the edge of it. But you know, precautions. Yes, the medical professionals are going to tell you, don't do nothing. Da, 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 da. Yeah, they have to cover their asses for legal reasons. No, me see it there. And I decided for my sanity, for my mental health, I'm going on this trip. Because like I said, I've been in the house sick. Me in the house, I work from home, right? And I've just been here. I've been here sick for 4 months. For 4 months. No, I did have to get out, girl. I did have to get out. So I go Palm Springs. I went to Palm Springs. Now, was I much use in Palm Springs? Not really. Because it was 110 degrees. I was hot, pregnant, and sleepy. So I slept for the majority of the time. Most of the events I didn't participate in. But the good thing is the Palm Springs trip, they didn't do too many events. It wasn't jam-packed like it was before. There was a lot of, you know, downtime. So I didn't miss out on too much. And I got to see my friends, you know, my makeup compadres and meet some new people. So that's where I met Hot Miss Tom. And I've been introduced to them before through Hannah Louise Poston and Khaki Reviews Beauty. And Khaki was supposed to be on that trip. And she didn't end up going on the trip because, yeah, some drama. And I was just waiting for at what point are we going to have drama on this trip. And it wasn't drama where like she was in a fight or whatever with people, but she just did very questionable things and she didn't end up coming on the trip because it's very controversial. I mention it more in my declutter videos. I did one, you're gonna see it soon. I'm gonna post it now because I'm just doing this makeup one to go to my niece's thing, but also because I want to get back into the swing of things. Like I told you guys, I want to get back into the swing of things and like start filming again. So this is kind of my warm-up video, and I'm gonna film the intro and outro for the declutter videos so those can go up, right? But in one of those declutter videos where I'm going through face products, blushes and stuff, where her collaboration products with Finding Ferdinand came up, I spoke about it. So you'll hear more about it in those declutter videos. So what I just did was concealer, my usual concealer and Vaqueta from Merit all over my lids just to create a base. All right, this chair needs to go down. Come on. There we go. Guess what I found? Oh, I told you this camera is not having a good time. But all right, it's fine. It's fine. I got to figure out how to set the camera for real in place. So going through the declutter, I decluttered some more eyeshadow palettes. I did that before I moved, but I actually ended up decluttering more because it's just like, come on, girl, you could have done better. There are quite a few palettes that, one, I'm not using. I was keeping for collector's purposes, and it's like, why? Why? So I did a declutter for the palettes. And as I was going through, I was getting rid of these Dose of Colors palettes because I'm like, they've been around for years. These are from New York. So they've been around for at least 2.5 years in my collection. That's just since they've been in Florida. In New York, they were already like years old. So it's been a moment, okay? It's been a while. And I was like, nah, time to get rid of some of these old things. It makes no sense to have them. It just doesn't make any sense. I keep holding on to them, talking about, oh, you know, just in case. It's for memories, collector's purposes. And it's like, get over that mentality. Please hang it up. Hang it up. So I got rid of the majority of my Dose of Colors palette, but I swatched this one. This is the pretty cool one, which has the cool browns. And it felt soft and creamy at the, like it still felt good. So I was like, I'm gonna hold on to it, and I'm gonna use it, right? So let's go in with this shade here. But like, it was still creamy, and I was like, let me try this out, y'all. So I'm just gonna buff that color in the crease. I love a cool brown, so I was like, all right, boom. So I told you guys in the video back that Thanksgiving was coming up, and I was going on a trip right after for training in Canada. Now, I have not been, no, I've been in the cold because I went to Denver for a business trip. But I went to Canada. Where did I go? Ottawa. And that was a whole thing. That's probably my last work trip as well. Because, yeah, I think as of January I can't travel anymore, or they tell you not to travel, so I probably won't be traveling. So, girl, how about my winter jacket, because it was snowing. It's winter there, so it's cold. That is cute. Like, look how that's just creating a little shadow. It's still performing well. If you keep your makeup in cool environments away from light, and especially if it's powder, you have years with it. So this is a testament to that. That is nice. I'm glad I kept this now. All right, let's use this new Refer brush. So Refer sent me a couple of brushes. So I have these new brushes. So this is a new brush as well. This is the Heatwave. I don't know how to pronounce it, but that's the spelling, right? So it's the Heatwave, I'm gonna go with number 4. And this is using a new brush making technique that has been adapted from traditional Japanese calligraphy. So this is new. There's a set of 3, and I have 2 of the brushes. So this is like the pencil brush, and then this is the blending brush. So they have like tapered bristles at the tip, and they're kind of more sparse as well to help with blending. So you can get those on the website. And then they have the new LC collection. So these are synthetic brushes. So this one says 3 synthetic brushes designed for liquid cream formulas for final community approval. So this is in the concept store right now. The LC01 is the concealer brush. The LC02 is a complexion brush, and the LC03 is a foundation brush. So these are made of synthetic fibers, and they're still hand bundled in China. So these feel really good, and I have a couple from BK Beauty as well. This is their newest launch. These are based on their existing line, so they have a couple of brushes that these are based on. So we have this angled brush, which is now the 115. So this guy is comparable to their 101, which is the travel, this is the travel one, right? But you see the size. and then the baby one is the 109. And then now you have this in between, which is the 115. So angled shape, still dense bristles. I love this style of brush, and you see it's similar to the rougher one as well. Synthetic, depending on where you want to land price-wise. And then this one, I forget which one this one is based off of, but it's a brush that has a similar shape. It's larger and floppier. This one has shorter bristles and it's denser to me. This is the 116. And then the other one is the 114, which is not my favorite style of brush. It's a paddle and it's dual-sided. So it has one side for powder and one side for cream. All synthetic, but it's just a different blend. So you see, dual-sided, has a little point in the middle. I don't love these brushes because I just don't use brushes like this for my makeup. But BK Beauty's having a 30% off sale now, so you can check them out. And Refer just released these, and of course they're in the concept store, so they're not too expensive. Let me see how much the set of 3 goes for. $50 for the 3 brushes. You can save $30. So I'm going to leave the links down below for these brushes. Anyway, let's get back to the eyeshadow. Let me tell you how Sephora just sent me, they sent me an email talking about, oh, you didn't use your 20% off coupon. So, you know, after the sale, they had this 20% coupon that went out for everybody to use. And no matter what level you were, if you were Rouge, if you were Beauty Insider, or if you were, what's the other level? VIB. So no matter what level, you would get the 20% off, single use purchase, but I didn't use mine because I didn't need anything. All right, I'm just gonna go into the deepest shade here, this deep cool brown. I didn't need anything, like I'm done. I am so disenchanted with makeup, can I tell you? The new releases, oh, they leave a lot to be desired. There is nothing special to me in makeup anymore. Based on how long I've been in makeup, based on how large my collection is, how much stuff I get in PR, how much stuff I bought, I'm so disenchanted now because nothing's new. They have this new dupe culture where not just inexpensive brands or more affordable brands are doing dupes of high-end. The mid-range brands are duping high-end. The high-end brands are duping each other. And it's like they get one product and they run with it. Look at lip oils. Everybody did a flipping lip oil. Everybody did a clicky stick. Everybody did bronzer drops. It's just like there's no innovation anymore. Nothing feels special anymore. And I feel like once I have one, I have them all. So it's like there was nothing more that I wanted from the sale, so I just didn't use the coupon. They sent me an email like, so you didn't use your coupon, you're gonna use it? Here, we've extended it for you. One time use still, but you can use it to, I think, Christmas Day, or is it, it may be Christmas Eve. I don't know, but I don't care. Y'all are too desperate. Y'all are giving desperate. And I don't want it. I don't want any of your products, I promise you. There's no more foundations that are catching my eye. I have all the concealers. How many concealers do I need? Really and truly. How many concealers? How many blushes? Sometimes they'll release a new blush formula. Like the Fenty Beauty, to me, is a different blush formula than the others on the market. I have Fallout. But there's nothing that special about it. So I'm just like, I don't care. So I could use the Patrick Ta duos, or I could throw it back old school. Look at this. Look at this. MAC. Throwback to MAC. And this is why I like doing declutters. So you get reacquainted with your collection, which is what I like to do. And I have 2 neutral eyeshadows here. Y'all remember Satin Taupe? Y'all remember her? Oh, hello? Oh my god. And then they had this new one, which is Nude Model. Come on. So Nude Model and Satin Taupe. Here are the two of them. Aren't they pretty? Nude Model Satin Taupe. Gorgeous. And this finish is the type of finish that I like from an eyeshadow. I don't like sparkly and chunky. I don't like any of that. So even the Patrick Ta shadows, I got them, not even during the sale, I got them using, you know, that 100 point, not 100 point, that $100 perk that you can get as a VIB Rouge, where you can use your points towards that $100 gift card. That's what I did, and I ended up using it on 3 of the duos. So I ended up only paying like 20 something dollars for the 3 of them that I picked up, because the coupon was about to expire. I had to use it or lose it, and you have to use it in one go, and it was a whole thing. So I was like, all right, let me just get these duos and see what all the fuss is about. I think I'm gonna use Satin Taupe. So I just picked up the 3 duos. Yeah, shits and gigs. Oh, I just love Satin Taupe. It's such an easy color. Like I said, it's not some high shine frost. It's just smooth. It's like a one and done shadow. You can put it all over the lid and just be done. You just be done. It's more on the cool tone side, so there's a little bit of purple to it. You know, taupe. Taupe is a mix of cool and warm tones, and it's just almost like a hint darker than my skin tone, so it's like just giving a slightly smoky look. And that's it. That's it. Should we try one of the Patrick Ta duos? Y'all would probably want to see. The one I would want to use is the taupe one, which is this one. It's still at the club. The club. Should you try a little bit of it? I don't mind these. These are cute. $42 cute? Not really. But they're cute enough. So I'm going to use just the dark brown, the bottom shade. They don't have individual shade numbers. These are interesting shadows. They're a baked formula. Some are more sparkly than others. Some give more of a, what would you call it? Like this frosty finish from the Satin Taupe from MAC. And then others give a more sparkly finish. Like the top shade in this is more sparkly, while the bottom shade is like a smoother brown. So this is just adding some warmth to the Satin Taupe. So you see it's like same difference, but then the top shade, which is this shade, is gonna be a little bit more of the sparkle. And as I told you, I don't really like sparkle. The way Patrick Ta was selling these were like, oh, they're so sparkly, they're like nothing else you've seen, hence the $42 price point. It's 100% pearl. And I'm like, shut the hell up. Because I'm looking at your ingredient list, and this is not 100% pearl. There are fillers here, sir. There are other mixing pigments. So stop playing with yourself. Glycerin is even in there. So it's not 100% pearl. But you want us to feel like you went to the bottom of the ocean, grabbed some oysters, grinded them up. No, because a lot of the ingredients, I think the first or second ingredient, the calcium aluminum borosylate, which is the first ingredient in most of the shades, is a synthetic type of mica. So relax. Relax, sir. $42, no, but it got people talking. It got the people moving. And people, everybody was trying it, so whatever. Even at $42, people got it for the rage baiting, you know, to do the review so they could get the rage points or the rage views, because yeah, they're gonna be like, oh, is it really that great? Is it worth the money? And it's like, you didn't need somebody to tell you whether an eyeshadow duo is worth $42. It either is or it isn't to you. There is nothing about an eyeshadow duo that is really gonna make it worth $42. That's the price of an eyeshadow palette with 12, 15, 18 pans. Like, who are we talking about? What are we doing? Like, what are we doing? There's nothing that would justify $42. So you did not need somebody to tell you that this wasn't worth $42. You were either gonna buy it for the $42, get it on sale somehow and try it out, or you were just gonna leave it alone. Nobody needs to tell you not to spend $42 on these eyeshadows or to spend it. Oh, guys, I can't breathe. This kid is, ooh, child, up in my ribs, kicking the hell out of me, but really putting a lot of pressure. So you might hear that I'm kind of out of breath. Let's carry on. The primer that I just went in with is another holy grail. It's the Estee Lauder The Mattifier Shine Control Perfecting Primer and Finisher. They discontinued this and replaced it with, where's the replacement? The Double Wear. So this is the Double Wear Smooth and Blur Primer. Same thing, does the same thing, and I think they actually maintain the quality. Sometimes they'll downgrade quality, but I think, yeah, it's still up there. It's still pretty good. All right, foundation. What do we want to use for foundation? Hold on. You know what? Let me use the Easy Blur from Huda Beauty. So let's use that. The shade I have is Gingerbread 430N. So I'm going to say, oh, I'm going to go Canada, right? So I'm going to go Canada. The jacket, the winter jacket that I have, oh, I want to use one of these new brushes. Let me use the Rephr one. So this is the LC03, which is the foundation. I really like the shape of this. You know what I feel like? I don't feel like I would use this for foundation. It's working well for the foundation, similar to how the BK Beauty one would work, but I love this kind of shape for bronzer. So I'll probably use it for bronzer, but for now, let's use it for foundation, see how it works. Spreads it really nice. I've been breaking out to guys. So anyway, I went to Canada and the winter jacket that I have was fine. I tried it on before I went because I was like, let me try it on, make sure that it fits over the belly. And it fit fine. So I left on Sunday, fit fine, everything was good until Thursday when it was snowing. Tried to zip it up. And they tell you, you change weekly, your body changes weekly, and I'm getting down to the end, right? So I have, how many more weeks? I think 12 more weeks or 11 more weeks. It's coming up. So, you know, it's gonna change rapidly now. But girl, the jacket couldn't zip up. You should have seen me. You should have seen me. I try fight for my life because it's snowing, it's blowing, it's windy. I'm like, girl, I don't know why I'm out here I freeze, but I wasn't really like freezing because I went from the car to the office and like to the restaurant, wherever I was going, and the hotel had underground parking, so I never really out in the cold, so I didn't mind it. But yeah, girl, the jacket never fit. Oh, that did well. That did well. Alright, so the Blur foundation, I feel like it's nice. It does okay. I like it. For my oily skin, I've been enjoying it. But the best foundation I've tried so far this year that I've really like stuck to, I have a foundation and a skin tint. The foundation is the Face Bond from Urban Decay. I really love this. I really love this foundation. I bought a shade for myself during the last Sephora sale, and they also sent me one. But this has been kind of the best one I've tried this year. And then for a skin tint, it's the Lisa Eldridge skin tint. So those are kind of my top. Let's do concealer. I have this Westman Atelier one. It is the shade, let me see, Vital Skincare Concealer, shade Atelier T4. So let's just put that under the eyes, because girl, woo, it's dark under there and around my mouth. I have been breaking out around my mouth. I have broken out in places I didn't know I could break out. Hairline, kind of, yeah, I've seen that before. But like all my hairline, like around the back too, right? Around my neck. And then up under, behind my ears. Here's the kicker, on my earlobes. Like I have a couple of pimples right now sitting on my earlobes. When have I ever broken out on my earlobes? Make it make sense, because it does not, okay? Let me go in with the LC01. This is the concealer brush. This is cute. It's like that little concealer brush shape that I like. It's a little smaller too, so you can use it for eye bases. You can even use it to contour your nose. And the bristles are really soft. So I'm gonna give this collection from Refer the thumbs up if you wanted to try it out. I say definitely go ahead and try it out. Here comes my mother calling me. And then I'm gonna use the BK Beauty 115. This is one of the new ones. And blend. Let me answer my mother. Hold on. Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Your sister-in-law, your brother-in-law, your sister-in-law, your brother, so you did.
Then them not tell me it's 5 o'clock. The 115 from BK Beauty is a little denser. It's a little stiffer. The bristles are a little shorter. The one from Refer a little bit longer. So it's a little bit more floppy. So if you want real buffing, go for the BK one. If you want something light and airy, go for, it's not airy, but it's lighter. You know what I mean? And that's what I was just saying. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use this brush from BK Beauty for this new bronzer I picked up from Phytosurgence. It's their Spectral Sunlight Cream Bronzer, shade 7, Golden Heatwave. Now, let me tell you something. This is an interesting formula. You need a stiffer brush with it because it's very, it's not that it's dry, it's just hard pressed. It's a cream, but it's like not the easiest to pick up with your finger or even with a brush. So you're gonna need a stiffer synthetic brush to use with it. But the formula is easy, it's kind of foolproof. You see that? Like it's a light wash of color. So if you want something that's kind of easy, kind of beginner friendly, I would recommend it. And it's not too pricey, but it is a stiffer formula. So be prepared for that with the tools that you use. You can use your finger, but even your finger takes a bit to warm the product up. But a stiff brush like this one will work. So navigate the tools that way. I tell people all the time, like, how your makeup looks, how it applies, how easy it is to apply, revolves a lot around the tools that you use. All right, let me set my under eyes because some tools are gonna be better suited for some products, right? So you just have to figure it out unless someone tells you like I'm telling you. Let me use a little bit of my Pat McGrath under eye powder. I broke it, girl. So let me just set that concealer. The concealer is cute. Is it worth the price that they're charging? I don't think so. But it's cute. It's cute, you know. So my under eyes are set. Let me use the Makeup by Mario powder. So I have the new Makeup by Mario powder. This is 4.5 medium dark honey. I picked up shade number 4, which really wasn't the best for me. It was too light. So I picked up 4.5. And this is where like the Refer brush will come in handy. This powder is making me look orange now. Lord of mercy, Lord. Why am I orange? No, girl. The under eye powder made me orange. Hold on. I'm gonna like what is going on. Hold on. Let me set my face anyway. So this Refer brush, this is good for powder because it's looser, right? but it's not so loose. It still presses powder and product into your skin. So I like it. Okay. So my mother just let me know that they're waiting for me. They're not waiting for me now, but them just to ask me when I'm there. I'm gonna soon go over there. Ooh, this powder. Let me see. Let me get my my tried and true baby. Ooh. My cloud set powder from Kosas. Cause y'all just made me look orange. Okay. The nose really the nose really not participate, girl. The nose really private for true. Y'all think I could contour this nose? Wanna think. Let me try to use the Phytosurgence thing to contour. Since it's so light, I feel like it would work well as a contour product because it's so light. It's not like a lot of product. Boy, it's still a little bulbous down here, so. But that no matter. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna run with it. Work with it. Work with it. Alright, blush. Well, me just said the Fenty Beauty. So I picked up a couple of shades. Let me use this one. Bakin Cakez 01. It's like a nudie blush. Let me use this BK Beauty 116. That's the round top one. And just pop that on my cheek. Oh, that's cute. Yes, so I'm just here getting back in the swing of things. Like I said, I'm using this video to help me film and kind of get back in the groove. Y'all, you see all the gray them stand up here, so look all the gray them stand up. And I have not been able to color my hair. You may notice that I cut it. I had to cut it because my hair got really dry with the blonde. So I cut off like 6 inches of the blonde. Still need a little more trimming, but I'm going to leave it, and I haven't been able to color my hair. I colored it right before I found out I was pregnant. I colored it to darken the blonde. That's when I colored and cut it. So the blonde wouldn't be as icy and frosty, and then that way it can blend in more with the roots. Found out I was pregnant, so there's no retouching. It just a for growth, which is the good thing about a balayage, right? Kind of just grows with you. So let me go put on some clothes, put on some mascara, and I'll be right back. All right, y'all. I am back, and when I tell you I can't breathe, this kid is all the way up in my ribs. I feel like I have, how many weeks? 11 weeks, almost 3 months left. I feel like this kid might actually crack or fracture my ribs before then. That can't happen. Anyway, I'm going. Alright, let's finish up with a little setting spray. Where is my, oh my god. So one of the setting sprays that I got in PR is from L'Oreal, the Infallible Setting Spray. It's really, really good. And I've been wearing more setting sprays now just because, I need to set my makeup and I'm getting into it, you know what I mean? So this is the one size Until Dawn Mattifying Waterproof Setting Spray. I'm going to shake it and just, it's an aerosol can. So it's a lot wait, Lord of mercy. It's a lot lighter than like this little spritzy things. So that works good. And then gloss, because I'm done. I'm just going over to my brother's house. And like I said, I'm just trying to get myself back into the swing of things. This is my Chanel gloss in the shade, it's the Rouge Cocoa Gloss. What shade is it? 804. Which I don't know what shade that actually is. But it's like a little pink. It's cute. She's cute. Alright. So here you have it. Here is the final look, which is nothing. It is literally nothing, okay? as I said, this is just my warm-up. So hopefully you guys enjoyed hanging out with me. Like I said, they're gonna be 3 declutter. Did I say that? No, I didn't. They're gonna be 3 declutter videos coming up. I'm gonna film the intro and outro for the first one, so you'll kind of get that back to back right now. And yeah, stay tuned. I will do my haul videos next. So I'll try to film those tomorrow because I'm technically off for the rest of the year. So now I have time. I'm back. I did the end of year things for work. Yeah, girl, my ribs are hurting. But here you have it, guys. And what else? That's it. I don't have nothing else for telling us there. That's all she wrote. So I'm gonna wrap up, get out of here. I will leave a link to all the products mentioned in this video and used on my face in case you want to pick them up. Those links will be affiliate links, and I also have YouTube shopping links if those still work. Those give me a kickback if you make a purchase through those links. So it's an affiliate link. I get a little bit of a commission for you purchasing through my links, so I really appreciate that. And a couple of you guys asked for my registry. I will link it down below too. That feels kind of weird. I don't really like that. Maybe I'll link it, maybe I won't, because I feel kind of weird saying that. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. So until my next video, I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.